We're going to talk about Lake Minnewanka, which means the water of the spirits, and the city that lives below it. The War Measures Act superseded the 1930s National Park Act, which stopped industrial development from occurring in the national parks. The only way to visit the Beach House Hotel now is by high altitude diving.
Oh,
And
is that a little
this-
castle?
I know, it's the hotel, but it looks like you're going into a fairy tale castle underwater. This is more dangerous and technical than regular diving because you're at a higher risk of getting the bends. It's okay. It's doable. It's cold, but it's doable.
None of this sounds fun to me at all. It's giving like that uncanny back rooms, liminal space.
Yeah. And the spirits of the lake swallowed his car whole, sending it into the dark, never to be seen again. A merman came up and blew water toward the shore and created a mini flood that nearly washed the campsite away. At least one worker was killed in a freak accident. The lake demands a soul every once in a while to keep the peace. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coast Files, your podcast for ocean mysteries and true crime. I'm Chantel.
I'm Lindsay.
And I forgot we hadn't actually started yet. I thought you were going to go into the story, and I'm Megan.
Oh, you're like, oh yeah, I guess we can just start the story then. No, we
and then you're like,
haven't even.
welcome. I'm like, oh yeah, we haven't done that.
Yeah,
That's why Chantel is in charge of intro. So
Thank God.
Although there have been times when I've just tried to go and start, and I'm like, wait, right, there's a whole
Right.
thing that we have to do here.
And
that's
even though
the magic
done
of
this,
editing could always fix that.
We've done this over 100 times, and yet we still are like, wait, how do we?
This is 104 right
Yeah.
now.
I'm like,
Oh
just
my
say your name.
God.
Just say your
I
name.
know. Just
What is
yeah,
that
just
again?
Say your name.
No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you.
104. We haven't changed.
Yeah. And we all have ADHD, we think. Self-diagnosed.
Who knows?
Instagram diagnosed.
TikTok diagnosed.
Yeah.
I have some well-deserved wine because this week has been stressful.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's F. I think we've all
I have
been
water.
having that.
Margarita and water because staying
Mhm.
hydrated is important too.
I'll be having wine.
Because we're old and we need it
in a
for our
minute.
skin now.
Yes.
Speaking of skin, I needed
Who did you skin?
Who
It
haven't
puts
I
the
skinned?
lotion on the Wait, it
Or
puts
else
the
whose
lotion
skin are
on
you
the
wearing
basket.
today, Megan?
Who
What are you wearing?
So I needed my pressed powder compact. I don't really wear a lot of like face makeup, so that's like my one thing. Kind of just like smooths everything out. And I'll have to show you a photo. I'm down. There's like one little island of makeup left, and that's how low I'm getting it. So
Amazing.
I had to buy that, and that's like $30. And then I was like, hey, get this free gift bag if you spend 110. And I'm like, I'm sure I can.
I remember we talked
find
about
can
this.
make that happen.
Right. So that
Well, you
is
can
the
return
bag.
things.
Yes, but
Oh, yeah.
I won't because
Where's the bag? I
it's
can't
all
see
good.
it.
Do you see the red?
No, it's your lights. Like I can't
I will say it never really occurs to me to like return things to like
get a free gift.
too,
Sephora,
I'm
and then
just
you
too
guys
honest.
mentioned it, and I returned something that I
Look how
wasn't-
big this
didn't like,
is. So this is a
wasn't use.
pretty big
Well, you
makeup
need to
bag.
return it if you're not using it. That's for sure. If you don't like it,
Well,
return it.
I got some stuff from The Ordinary,
No,
and I
I
got
know.
2 lip products. I accidentally got the exact same shade from Ilia, and
Which
I
one?
love it. It's called Rhyme.
I have that one. It's beautiful.
I wear it all the time.
Yeah.
So do I keep this or get it? Like I wanted a different shade, but I was like, oh, that shade looks nice.
You
I'm
know
like, no
which-
shit, I bought it before.
Yeah. You know which one I want to try is called Case Study. It's like a red, but I'm like,
Well, I
I
love
don't.
the name.
You would look great on it because you already look great in red. It looks like it would be that color. But usually red is
Guys.
like too bold for me, so I never buy it. And
No,
I
I
buy,
think
like,
you think it's too bold because red is
haven't found
definitely
the
a
right
color for
shade.
you.
I
Yeah,
feel like
you
I
need
feel
to
like I
know
need
if
the right
you
shade.
you need to know if you
There's
have the
orange,
blue
red,
undertone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I got one of their other ones called Blue Note, which had cool undertones, but it just didn't seem right on me. I felt like
Okay.
too much.
You
Girls
go
trip.
and ask
So-
them because if you go in and ask them which like undertone you should
Yes.
have, they could find the perfect red for you.
Okay, I will do
Yeah.
that. But Rhyme does work for me, and Rhyme is a
I
winner.
love Rhyme.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful color. So I may keep it, and then I may still get another one because ideally I want like a summer color, like a lighter one. And then this one, so I'm wearing this orangey Sephora lip stain that I've had like forever. I think I got it for last Halloween. So this one is a little bit dark. I want it, again, it's a different shade, but it looks really similar to the other one. This is the problem when you're not in person.
Yeah, but
the
they can be
photo.
different. They can be really different. So
And like I said, you can try on the makeup and return it. But I don't like doing that. So I'm going to.
Not
We'll
unless
see.
you really don't like it. If you really don't like it, I 100%.
I just feel like I know they're
It's your
just going
fault
to
for doing
throw
it.
it out, and then I feel wasteful.
Well, that's why I feel bad.
But
But at
long
least I
story
didn't
short,
waste my money.
I got a bunch of free little samples, like little perfumes, all kinds of skin stuff. I got some stuff from The Ordinary. So
I love
I'm
that
happy.
makeup bag. That's really
and
cute.
I right, and it's from it's a Year of the Horse.
Oh,
Is the
nice.
special.
Year of the
But
Horse.
nothing.
I found a skull vodka today. It's the Newfoundland one, and they're doing the
Yes.
year of the
Crystal
horse on
skull.
it. It's the year of the fire horse or whatever. So it's like red crystal skull.
Horse skull. Oh,
It's not.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that would even be better if it was a horse
Yeah,
skull. No,
horse
it's still a
skull.
regular skull, but it's red.
That'd be more vodka too.
Yeah, that's bigger.
Okay. So Year of the Horse, makeup, vodka.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we can get started.
Also, what's really good about ordering from Sephora is that if you go online, you can normally find these things when you're ordering online, and they'll if you put in certain codes, they'll just send you a crap ton of samples.
Give me all the little samples.
Yeah.
Yes.
I always do the
Love
code
it.
generator thing, and last time I got a bag of samples. A bag. It had
Yeah.
so many different things,
That's
and I'm
kind
still
of
going
what
through
this
them.
was. This was essentially a bag of samples, but there was there's so much crap in here I can't pull it all out. But like a bunch of little perfumes and like actual like products and skin
Yeah.
cream and hair. There's all kinds of crap. Anyway,
Well, I'm happy for you.
thank
Me
you. I'm happy
too.
for myself too as well.
I have a new shade of that Forever Never Comes Off lipstick that I want to
God,
get.
I love that
so
makeup on you.
Yes.
I'm ordering that, and it'll be here in a couple days. So maybe
Oh,
next
Well, you
video.
you can be wearing
If it's
it.
here by Sunday, we could.
Okay.
Sponsors,
pumped.
maybe.
Oh my
They
god, I would
would
love if
never,
this
but
model
maybe. Hey, if there's some, I'm gonna do research. Some kind of ocean-based
They would be
marketing brand.
lucky to
Well,
have Chantel model.
They're
their
missing out.
lipstick.
I'm just saying. What? Because we only have like 12 dedicated listeners. Come on.
because we have like 1 view per reel on TikTok. Whatever.
Quality
Like,
over quantity is what I've always said. That's how marketing
Yeah, that
works.
could be the most important view.
yeah, thank
Who
you.
knows?
That
If
could
all-
be one
if
of our
all
husbands.
of our listeners
Yeah,
just
could be
donate
James.
$4,000.
Could be James. Yeah, we don't
each
know.
a month.
Victor. We don't know.
We've been calling them out for so
Can't
long.
confirm.
I don't
I
know
know.
why they're not responding.
I
Like
give it their
every time I call, they don't
algorithms
pick
haven't
up.
picked up on this.
I'm starting to
I
think.
know you
is it
haven't
us?
donated because
Is it?
let's be honest, we don't have that much money yet.
Are
yeah.
we the problem?
Are we the problem? Nobody sent us fish chowder. I don't understand.
Or drugs?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll get us
Some of
started.
you have bought us a coffee, and caffeine is a drug.
Yes.
So technically.
Oh, fair. Technically, they are drugging us.
yeah.
We could use some of that money to actually buy coffees. We will
Or
need it for
drugs.
stuff like business. Well, off the record, no. No,
At
never
least
drugs.
Our listeners don't have to worry about ads. Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys.
Yeah.
We're not
Stop.
famous enough yet.
Stop trying to keep us hidden gems. We want to be everywhere.
Oh, okay.
The side of a bus.
Oh, and just a shout out, just to put out before we sorry,
Yeah.
people. Make sure you are following our Instagram, or
Please.
our Facebook if you like that, or TikTok. Just follow us somewhere. We're all places.
We're anywhere.
Anywhere.
We're behind you.
on Apple or Spotify, wherever you find us.
Do you ever feel the
We're
hair on
also
the back
other
of your
places.
neck stand up? That's us.
That is us. We're right
That's
there.
us.
We're always with you.
Wait, did your closet door just move?
Mine.
That's
maybe.
us.
Oh,
I immediately looked at Lindsay's door. I
I
was
know,
like,
I
oh
was
my
like, so
God,
many
what did
doors.
it?
I was like, really?
And
And I
everyone has
heard
now
something in
turned
the
this episode
background.
off.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
How about we get started today? So,
Okay.
we're going to be, it's something that somebody brought up before as well as something that I wanted to do anyways. So we're getting back into like the sunken cities, and we're going to talk about Lake Minnewanka and the city that lives
Yes.
below it.
Yes. This is, I can see her face. I can see her face in my mind's eye.
Okay, whose face are we looking at in your mind's eye?
I can see her face. She wrote in about it. Oh my
Oh.
God. And there's the photo of her as a baby in the ram.
Oh, yes, yes. So she
Oh my
talked
God.
about it then, and it was already like on my list of something that I needed to do.
Okay,
Because
you
I
start talking. I'm
lived
gonna look it up.
here. No, I want you to pay attention. So look it up.
Okay.
By
You
the
can
way,
just-
I forgot to hardwire my internet, so if I do have issue, but it's my internet just speed. I just tested and it's
Lindsay.
crazy fast, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna leave it. So
It
We're just
was
gonna-
Alexa.
Alexa.
or Alexia, because there's the I.
Okay. Either way,
Alexia.
thank you for also
Alex.
bringing this to our attention. A.
Yes.
We'll call you A. Not like A from like, that show where she was
yeah.
A.
Got
and
a secret,
and you
keep
Pretty
it.
Little Liars. That's
you'll save. Put
Oh, or,
it in your pocket. Take this on to the
What's
grave.
wrong with us today?
just today.
Chantel was over once and we binge watched like, I don't know, maybe a season of that show. And each time the opening song came on, we would sing it more unhinged than the
more
next.
and more. Yeah.
Didn't we used to watch that, Chantal? When I
Oh
lived
yeah.
with
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Because I
So
think
this
it
is
like
all-
stemmed from that, and then you moved
This
in,
is
and I was
all
like, "This is
checking
what we're
out.
doing." So,
By the
Yeah.
way, this is me now. We watched the show where she whispered.
Did we ever find out? I stopped watching.
Oh, no,
it's been A was multiple people every time. It like A changed who they were almost every season.
and Jenna
so.
was blind. Then she wasn't.
Because she never was, and she was also someone's sister. And then all of a sudden, what's her face? The smart one had a twin sister that nobody ever talked about.
Spencer. And
Spencer.
the twin sister was British.
Oh
Okay.
my god!
I
the
might
show.
cut some of this, so we should.
What? Why?
This is quality. Okay, let's get in here. So, if any of you listening, or Lindsay, because I know you haven't been, ever get the chance to go to Banff, you have to. You have to go. It's amazing.
beautiful.
I know I do need to go.
Lived there for a while, and it was the most amazing sight ever. And so the girls right now are looking at a photo of Lake Minnewanka. You can look at
It's
the first
stunning.
2 photos. You can go back and forth between those ones. The second one's my favorite. It's just
Ooh,
gorgeous.
beautiful.
It's like a Bob Ross
It's a
painting.
mirror
It's so
on the water.
all the lakes there are breathtaking. But so if you go to the end of Banff Avenue and you continue on to Lake Minnewanka Scenic Drive, or as I used to get there by riding on the handlebars of bikes, which I 10 out of 10 do not recommend because your butt definitely gets pinched a lot by the brake handles, you get to Lake Minnewanka. So probably it's about like 25-minute drive from Banff.
By bike handle.
But by bike handle is like an hour and your butt's sore.
Oh, it's a long time.
But over 100 centuries before Banff was Banff and it became a national park and tourist area, the Stoney Nakoda First Nations lived here, and they would fish and camp all along the lake. Legend states that a Stoney man once climbed a nearby peak and saw a fish as long as the entire lake. He believed it was an evil water spirit, and the Stoney peoples then called the area Minnewanka, which means the water of the spirits, and they warned of a half-man, half-fish creature living in its depths. Now
So
I
the
see
name
it-
just means
Mermaids.
ghost lake. Like
Mermans.
mermans, yeah.
merman.
It's a merman, pups. So I see water and lake are used interchangeably for the meaning of the name. Now, I don't know if that's because the Stoney Nakoda people didn't have like an actual word for lake, and later on it got adopted as lake. They probably just had a word for water and not lake.
Yeah,
So
okay.
anyway, so
Yeah.
it's interchangeably known as like the lake of the spirits or the water of the spirits.
But we know that's talking about this body of water.
Yes, and
Okay.
it was spelt it's Mini, but they have like the little triangles on top of the eyes, and then
I love those
WAKA,
little hats.
I think with like little hats
Mhm.
as well. So
Okay.
that's how it was originally spelt in the native language. So later in 1841, when the early Europeans came to the area, they also claimed to see a creature with a half fishtail human torso, and they called
Hot.
the area Devil's Lake. And at
Oh,
the
so hot.
time, I think that was their closest translation for spirit. I think it was more of like spirits always had like a bad connotation. I read that somewhere that it was just like the closest thing they had to
That
spirit
sounds
was
like
devil.
what a white person would think.
Yeah, in the 1800s
Yeah.
for sure.
hmm
A little fun fact here, though: the first documented European visitor was Sir George Simpson, who was the governor of the Hudson's Bay Company.
Which now isn't even Canadian
No,
because we
It's
blew
gone.
that chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
actually, an American blew that chance first. But anyways, in 1888 is when it officially became called Lake Minnewanka, and spelt now Minnewanka.
Close.
Now, you
Yes.
may think, oh, wow, nice, they were trying to credit the natives in its real name. But no, the first hotel was built in the area just 2 years prior, and it was called the Beach House Hotel. And the Canadian government thought Devil's Lake wasn't exactly inviting, so they sounded out the original name and made it a little more poetic for the tourist. And that's how it became officially known as Lake Minnewanka.
Hmm.
I mean,
I see.
they tried
Yeah.
for the 1800s. I guess.
At least they are influenced by the original name.
Yes.
I mean, so is the name of our freaking country. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, did I mishear you?
What?
Village?
What'd you say? The people?
Sounds good.
The
Yeah.
village?
That's what we'll call it. Okay.
It's another heritage
break.
minute. Classic.
Wine break, yeah. So we're going to go back a little bit for a quick and dirty history of Minnewanka. Not like back,
Back to-
but like back.
Back to
No,
the
not
future.
there. We're going to go down.
Then,
Back.
So,
but now, but back.
but back.
Future.
In the
and past.
1880s, it started to become known as an area to pass by because of the hot springs that were discovered and because the Canadian Pacific Railway was now passing through the area. And
Banff
people also
Springs.
started to live there, but mostly they are railway workers and park wardens. In 1886, the Beach House Hotel was the first hotel on Lake Minnewanka, and people would come here from as close as Calgary and as far away as Europe. The thing to do was to take a thing called the tally-ho, which was a horse-drawn carriage from Banff to the lake, and people would catch trout here. There are records of people catching 25-pound fish on the lake on a regular basis. And they would also take a boat cruise on the steam-powered ships. One was named the Lady of the Lake. That's your next photo
Well,
there. Now, this
I
one
love
is
that.
called the Daughter of the Peaks. I couldn't find one of the Lady
Ooh.
of the Lake specifically, but this was the kind of steamboats that they had
Okay.
on the
Cute.
lake
At
at
small.
the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to take
Sounds
in
like
a few
a
tourists.
much better way to travel than by candles. So
I would definitely go horse-drawn carriage before I would
Yeah.
go by candles again to this lake, for sure. Yeah.
These boats remind me of the ones that you see in like Amsterdam or in like in
Oh,
London
yeah.
that like
Mm.
live in the canals, like the very short boats.
Yes. They are just like what you would picture as a little tiny steamship.
Yeah.
I like it. I love
Steam
the outfits too.
stack.
Yeah.
Smokestack.
Smokestack. Funnel.
Sinners.
Um,
The movie's so good.
So
Mm.
in 1895, due to an increase in tourism, the boating access on the lake needed to be improved. It was apparently pretty boggy at the time, making it difficult to access the shoreline. So this was when the first damming of the lake and the raising of the water occurred. I couldn't find the exact amount that it was raised by because I don't think records were that great back then. By 1912, the area became a summer village, which is funny because now it's kind of both. It's very much like summer and winter, but at the time it was a summer village. There were streets, cottages, restaurants, and the area was the mountain getaway spot. This year, 1912, was also when they flooded the lake again slightly, this time because of a downstream hydroelectric plant on Cascade River that needed water stores. So Cascade River kind of goes into Canmore, which is a nearby town as well.
I went
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, so that's why they needed it at this time. So they just raised it again slightly, just enough, not to do too much damage, but to make it so that the hydroelectric plant could have stores if it was a really dry summer. So what did they do next at this lake town? They made it even more lakey. And in 1941, during wartime, the War Measures Act superseded the 1930s National Park Act, which stopped industrial development from occurring in the national parks. Now, this had been an ongoing battle for 20 years prior already between the power development advocates and advocates of protecting park resources because Calgary was expanding and needed more power. And it just seems to me like it was very convenient that the power was needed for war times. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I didn't live back then. I can't really talk about it that well.
When has a
this
war ever
area-
been used to exploit natural resources?
Oh,
Give me one example.
there was
And you're not
obvious
like really close to like the coasts or anything in this location.
in the
So
middle
I'm
of a
like, what are you
mountain
making?
range.
No,
Yeah,
they
like,
were
how are
building. I
you-
guess there was a lot of war efforts that were happening in Calgary at the time
Okay.
for like making,
Manufacturing,
weapons,
like, okay.
manufacturing,
So they needed
all
that
kinds
water
of
to
that kind
power
of
their weapon making.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So there was obviously enough urgency at the time they decided it was better to flood an entire well-profiting town than to try and relocate some of it, and people were just told to pack what they could carry. But because this was a wartime act, there were no payouts. There was nothing. People were told, take what isn't heavy and leave immediately. The war needs this. And they raised the shoreline by 30 meters, which is 98 feet.
Oh, wow.
I think I misunderstood. I thought it was, when you're describing this like bustling town, not for 1 minute did I think this was the town you personally were going to flood.
I flooded it. Okay.
You think the people who have property there,
They couldn't. The War Measure
guess-
Act It just comes in
Superseded
and
everything.
it supersedes everything. It was like
Anything
everything else
any
comes to a
material
halt.
we need, you
Exactly.
give.
So this now made the absolute deepest portion of the lake 142 meters or 65.75 shacks.
That's a lot
And
of
the
shacks.
lake's length grew from 14 kilometers to 21 kilometers, which is 13 miles for our Americans.
Damn.
But unlike what people who owned the property thought it would be, this wasn't a temporary war measure. When the war ended in 1945, the lake wasn't drained and the town restored, but instead it was cursed to remain in its watery grave. And I don't know
I
about
would
you
say
guys.
that so they flooded the town.
Yeah,
So even if they unflooded it,
there
it
would be
still
damage, but
destroyed.
like they could still at least kind of probably bring it back to what it was. They thought
have to
a lot
rebuild
of war
everything.
measure
Yeah.
acts, they were a temporary thing at the time, but
But
this to me just screams that it was a scapegoat so that the power company could finally get what it had been after for 20 years. And I mean, this is the same act that used to put Japanese Canadians in internment camps. So, you know, any hooser. During the construction of the dam, at least one worker was killed in a freak accident, and local legend says the spirit of the lake caused the accidents because they were angry about the trees being destroyed and the landscape being altered. And this is where we start to get into the good stuff.
Yeah, 'cause it's been pretty depressing for now. So
You're welcome. The only way to visit the Beach Host Hotel now is by high altitude diving.
Oh my
And
God.
this is more dangerous than technical than regular diving because you're at a higher risk of getting the bends. Because when you're diving in Minnewanka, you're already 1,450 meters or 4,750 feet above sea level. So this means that the surface atmospheric pressure is lower to begin with, and nitrogen leaves your body faster. So if you use like a standard dive table when you're resurfacing, you're actually going to be more likely to get the bends. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. You're more likely to get the bends. So they have to use a special altitude table, and that needs to be followed, which it takes you, from what I was reading, it takes you longer to ascend at the time. Because
I just never want to dive based on every single story you've ever covered. I never want to dive. And there's so much math involved.
pools,
I just want to look at fish or something cool underwater.
Shallow
Like,
waters,
leave
yes.
me alone.
Snorkeling, yes.
Yeah, snorkeling, put my face in the water. Damien, before we were talking about watching Traders, Lindsay and I are now watching Traders, and someone jumped from a helicopter and she was covering her nose, like plucking her nose and mouth. And Damien was like, how come you do that? Because like I do if I'm gonna jump. And I'm like, because I just get so excited. I can't not breathe in. I'm like, woohoo! And I breathe in the water. So I have to manually close it. When I was a kid, I'd wear a nose plug. I
Yeah.
could be under the water for freaking ever. But
Yeah.
like I'm not in control of my breath. I will want to breathe it in.
Yeah. It's
That's
my
fair.
actual diving, like diving. It was always the hardest thing for me to teach kids. My first job was teaching swim lessons. And it was always the hardest concept for me to like teach kids because they would just jump in with their hands like in a together in like a dive position. I'm like, you're
So cute. No, you
very
were
cute,
one
but no.
big
Yeah.
long, anyway, this is your
that
short
that
diving lesson.
head first thing was always so difficult to grasp.
Yeah, I feel like that was probably
The actual
difficult.
dive.
Yeah, if I remember.
Give me a nose plug and I can outdive any of those kids. Easy.
Of course. Yeah. I should have brought you along and be like, this lady
I'd
is
be
like a
hey,
decade
do
older
I
than you.
Do I see how it's done? Watch me.
Do you guys want to
My
play
nose is
mermaids?
plugged. Obviously, yes.
Then we would have called you Chantel.
Yeah.
Thank you. So divers also have to use something called a dry suit since the water is so cold. It actually averages about 2 to 4 degrees Celsius. It can get up to 18 around the surface of the water in the summertime, but that's like the
still
hottest it
not-
gets. I've swam in it. It's okay. It's doable. It's cold, but it's doable.
None of this sounds fun to me at all.
Is it like the water that you have to like adjust?
Yeah, you do
like,
this.
numbness? So it's like
And then
swimming
you're
in
okay, yeah.
any beach in Nova Scotia.
Yeah,
Nova Scotia,
before
yeah,
August.
exactly.
It sounds like swimming in the heat of July on
Isn't
any
it-
beach in Sydney or Halifax.
Isn't it Crystal
where you-
Beach? That's like one of the coldest in Nova Scotia.
Yes, and it's one of the most beautiful, which is
Crystal Crescent?
Crystal
Crystal
Crescent.
Crescent,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're beautiful, but they are cool.
It's never
You know
that
what?
warm there.
Swim in September, all the hurricanes. Oh,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
warm.
It's
so
pretty
nice.
good there during that time. End of August, early September, you're great.
But July, hell no. You'll get a sunburn and frostbite.
At the same time. Oh, and a lot of jellyfish around you.
Oh yeah, and you're gonna get stung to shit.
Yeah.
So
Visit Tourism Nova Scotia.
Still visit, please.
Tourism
please.
Nova Scotia. Do you want to put an ad in here?
If you go on
my
the right
God.
day, there's no jellyfish. You just have
Maybe.
to. Let's luck of the draw. Like someday the
Yeah.
ocean's like all the jellyfish, and
What
it's
is it? Queensland was
frozen.
always like it's either 1,000 jellyfish or none. Like
or none.
there
and
was
it's beautiful.
no in
It's like
between.
tropical waters. It's
Yeah.
warm and tropical,
Yeah.
or it's freezing and jellyfish. It's like
Yeah.
But
just
maybe you'll
good
see a
luck out.
whale.
Oh yeah, you'll have a whale of a tail. So
Tourism Nova Scotia, get at us. Like, this is all for free.
This is
Free ad.
goals. So some divers have died in the lake due to this cold shock. This is I don't know how
Sorry,
to start that sentence.
I didn't know that was your next sentence.
Yeah,
Holy
I
shit.
know.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Here we are. So visibility is poor due to the silt in the water, and it's easy to become disoriented and succumb to hypothermia or panic, because there's so much silt. It's kind of like which way's up. Yeah. So thankfully, some have been able to get to the 18-meter dive and reach the town below, where we get such beautiful pictures like the next one.
Oh.
And
Is that a little
this-
castle?
I know it's the hotel, but it looks
Or-
like you're going into a fairy tale castle underwater.
Yes. Oh my
I feel like I'm
gosh.
looking at a fish tank scene.
Yes,
This
it looks
is
like
real.
something small, like some kid dropped their like toy set, like
Mhm.
medieval toy castle church
That
set.
is exactly
down
what it looks like.
below.
This is creepy
Wow.
as hell.
It
So
is.
divers describe Lake Minnewanka as one of the most surreal and haunting dive sites in North America because the town was essentially frozen in time by the cold. The experience is less like exploring a wreck and more like swimming through a neighborhood that just happened to sink. The cold water also means that there are less organisms to break down the structures, leaving them quite intact, as you can see there. Once you descend past that beautiful blue top that we saw earlier, the color vanishes and the water actually starts to become more the color of root beer or tea. And the lake reservoir has this constant fluctuations in the water line height, and this causes a lot of the shoreline to erode, and it pulls in more organic matter and silt into the water itself. So it becomes really hard to see. And fun fact, the water can actually sometimes become so low in the spring that you can see the tops of some of the trees from the old town below protruding out of the lake.
Wow.
So how are the trees just existing? Is that literally because of what
They,
you said?
I mean,
It's
like
too
they don't
cold?
have like branches on them, but yeah, they're so cold that they're just like they're literally frozen in time.
Wow.
Yeah. Once you descend past, as you lose the natural light, you go deeper. That rock flower that generates that beautiful blue water that you see on the top. So this rock flower comes from glaciers rubbing up against the rock, and it puts it into the water. And then on really sunny days, it reflects back these blue and green hues, and that's why the lake looks like this beautiful,
So
like
pretty.
Okay.
what you would see when you go to the
Tropical.
Bahamas. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this actually starts to work against you as you're diving because they're so reflective that they reflect back your own flashlight glow, making it difficult to see more than 15
Wow.
feet ahead of you.
That's so scary.
And as you go deeper, we lose the red and yellow light waves. If you go way, way back to the Marianas Trench, I
Yes.
talked about that one. Yeah. And Megan,
And
you said
the
the video. Yeah.
Oh, so just in case you don't know, wear bright colors. Do not wear
Yes.
red. Wear like neon green.
Yeah, you want
asked for
green
my
and
bathing.
blues.
Neon green or blue. I thought it was like pinks and.
Those are the last things that you lose is green and blue. So I'm about to get into it. So
okay.
when you actually when you get to the town below, everything is kind of cast in this ghostly monochromatic emerald green and deep charcoal gray that you see in the photo, because the blue and green light waves are the last ones to go. So that's why this looks that color. There's no like natural light that's coming down this deep. It's just all the only hues
Wow.
that you can see. So some describe a feeling of submechanophobia, which is a fear of man-made objects in water
Oh, I
due
have
to
that.
the eerie stillness of it all in the barren sidewalks. Divers have to navigate through the ghostly barren trees to get to the town itself. And there have been reports that you can actually see an old wood-burning stove still sitting in the ruins of the kitchen of the Beach House Hotel, just like sitting perfectly in there. And apparently it's well known, but I couldn't find a photo of it. I don't know. There's probably some videos. I didn't watch videos of people diving, but I was looking through photos, and a lot of the photos are really cool. You can find other ones too. Just this was the most breathtaking one. Before the town was submerged, there was also a bridge that was used to cross over a river that's now completely under the lake. So there's just this bridge that's fully intact and goes to nowhere under the
That's
water.
so creepy.
Yeah. So you can see
It-
why it'd be like this really eerie feeling. And like the divers were saying they get this feeling of like being watched when they're under
Yeah.
there. And there's
I'm
like
getting
open
chills with you just
windows
talking
and like,
about it. So
yeah.
It's giving like that uncanny back rooms, liminal
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a town should not be underwater. So I'm very upset. It's like when you walk in and like everything is upside down and like there's chairs on the ceiling. I'm like,
Yeah.
this isn't right.
That's
Like, it's
not-
just very
brain
it's
does
very
not
weird.
And like
compute.
it's just like
Yeah,
that.
no.
It's like being in an office building at nighttime and it has that eerie quietness, but seems like
Or
it'd
a
be something
mall.
that's
Oh my
hustling and
God, yeah.
bustling. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can never be the last person to leave the office.
Right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever left my building last, but even at my last place of work, it's a very old building. Never felt anything off, but when something has like hundreds of people every day flowing through, and then there's nobody,
one.
I'm like, well, it's haunted. It just feels creepy right away.
Yeah. So this is where I'm going to take us back for a minute before we go back to the future, but still in
Right,
the
thank you.
past.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
But
this-
so not now. Then
not now, but then even
But
more
future.
then, and then a little
But
bit
in the
more
past.
then. A little
I
bit less
understand
than.
perfectly.
You know? Okay.
No,
yeah.
I get it. Great.
So, for over 80 years, tour guides of Lake Minnewanka have told stories of the 1928 Hudson Exis Saloon ghost car. The story
What's that
goes
second word you said? What?
Essex. Did I say
Oh, you
Essex?
said it like it was one word, and I'm like,
Oh.
what's that word again?
Essex?
Essex Saloon. Okay.
Hudson Essex. That's like, you know what, wine. So the story goes that in winter of 1940, a photographer from Saskatchewan drove his car out onto the frozen surface of the lake to capture the ultimate winter shot. His Hudson Essex on the smooth ice and towering snow-capped Rockies behind it. He parked the car in the perfect spot and got out from it to set up his camera and tripod, but just as he was getting that perfect shot in frame, he heard a huge crack and could only watch in total helpless horror as the ice gave way and the spirits of the lake swallowed his car whole, sending it into the dark, silty bottom, never to be seen again.
Did he live?
Yeah, he was outside watching
Yeah.
this happen.
Holy shit! I thought you were gonna
Thankfully,
say
'cause
like, and
otherwise
then
that's
as
death
he
trap.
grasped the ice chunks. Okay, so
No.
he lived.
Yeah.
Dan, he could
So-
have easily been taken down with
Oh,
that
yeah,
car.
for sure. For years, the story has been told with no one really knowing if it's true or just fun tale to tell tourists. It's believable though, because like I remember being there. The ice can get 2 to 4 feet thick. So
2 to
it's
4
definitely
thick?
2 to 4 thick, 2 to 4 feet thick, and it's definitely strong enough to hold a car at the right time of year.
Not at that.
not
Mm.
whenever he went there. So
Ooh.
May of 2025, so just recently, divers finally found the car, confirming
way.
that this was not
Wow.
suspicion and not a folktale.
Oh my god! I'm actually shocked the story was not a tall
I
tale.
know. It was 55 meters, so 180 feet deep. You can go to that next photo. That's the back of the car. And you can go to the front of the car and you can see the Saskatchewan license plate from 1940 still attached and intact. And on the
That is so
dashboard,
cool.
they found a metal buffalo, which was the national park pass that was distributed to people between 1925 and 1940.
Wow. Look at this car.
So aside
Isn't
for some rust damage on the front, like wheel covering, it looks pretty damn good.
And once
And
again,
it-
because it's so cold.
Well, and I guess there's no salt, right? Salt is
Yeah.
corrosive. Maybe that's
so
part of it.
cool.
And I'm not great with like saying the car types or styles, but it looks like a classic like 1930s kind of car, like with the
Yeah.
kind of like a
The
tapered
rounded
triang-
kind of areas. Yeah, the
Yes.
tapered front.
tapered in the front.
the big
that-
headlights.
Super
the-
safe.
the horn would go. "Hooga."
Yeah, exactly.
That's the kind of
Like
car
you're
it
in the
is.
mask.
Yeah.
Yeah. That movie is so
Love it.
good. I love the part with the maracas when he's dancing.
Yes.
Anyway,
Oh my
so
God.
is everyone. This car is amazing.
So one of the men that found it described it as this like holy cow moment because like there it is. Due to the darkness of the depth in the murky water, they didn't really see it until they were basically close enough to bump into it though as well. So they
Oh,
said it was like exceptionally creepy to just all of a
wait,
sudden be
who's
like
that
car.
guy? Who's that guy that could feel it? And he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, this is made of
Yeah,
wood."
his light gave
Right.
out. With the,
It's
was
like, I
it
didn't
the
have any
Christmas
lights, so
tree?
I just felt, and I just knew it was this long lost ship, even though there's a million
Not
ships
the other
around
one that I was looking for. It's this one.
here. It's definitely, I can feel it.
I can sense
This
it.
one feels Christmassy.
Felt up a Christmas tree. It's like,
Yes. They said it was so well preserved, it literally looked like someone just parked it there and left.
Yep.
Oddly enough, and something that the drivers accounted to, a couple of them accounted to, was that the driver's side window was rolled down. And this made them wonder if the driver had actually been inside and not setting up for a photo like the story tells. And perhaps they started to hear the cracks and they just like jumped out to escape for their life.
But wouldn't
oh
that
my
make a better story?
God. Yeah. You think
But,
if I like
yeah.
narrowly escaped, I'd be telling that story, not the.
Yeah, no, I was
I was
sitting
an
on my
idiot and
tripod.
parked my car on the ice, and it.
Yeah.
And then I heard the crack.
I mean,
you
they
know?
said he could have just had it open, like, who knows? But it's weird
Airing
that in
it
the middle
out
of
a
winter,
little.
you would have had your car window open.
Maybe
their
it was
kind of thing.
foggy and he was trying to see, like, oh, is this the shot that I wanted?
Fair.
They
They
probably
didn't
didn't
have
have like
heaters.
windshield washer fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Very fair. So there are many natural phenomena that occur on this lake, and it truly is the Lake of Spirits. There is a specific mountain peak northeast of the lake that is always free of snow because of how steep it is, and the Stoney Nakoda called it Spirit Mountain. Legend says that the spirits live on the peak and descend into the lake to communicate, becoming a spiritual highway between the highest peak and the deepest part of the lake.
That's such a creepy visual.
Wow.
I love it.
I believe it because if the First Nations
Yes.
people said there was
Believe
something going-
indigenous people. Whatever they say,
I'm
yes,
like,
ma'am. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. Over many centuries, there have been descriptions of a half man, half fish creature, not just the long creature first seen by the Stony people, but even the European settlers. One
Mhm.
account was of a father and son who were camping near the shore when they heard voices and drumming coming from inside the water.
No,
A merman
absolutely not.
A merman came up and blew water toward the shore and created a mini flood that nearly washed the campsite away. The
How does the
family
water even
promptly
really
fled.
travels? The sounds travels through the
Lindsay,
water
'cause
like that.
he's
for
a
them to-
merman, so he just knows how to
He
do
figures
it.
it
Okay?
out.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Little Mermaid? They did a whole ass like
Opera type
quartet
singing
set down
number.
there. Yeah.
There was a whole band.
telling
Was
me
there
they
in
didn't
the
hear that
water?
I mean,
above?
they're out. They're on
Have
the
you not
shore.
seen that movie, Lindsay? Do you not
Jesus.
remember?
Yeah, and I saw Aquaman too. I
It
get
was
that people can do that.
it was a
things
great
underwater.
documentary.
But
wait, what
how
do they
would
call
you
it?
from the shore hear something sound under
The
the
magic
Mm.
of the spirits.
Or he's half man. Maybe he was half out and he was just drumming away.
Okay.
Maybe he had his ear in the water and he
Mhm.
was like, I wonder how cold this water is. So he dipped his ear in and then you could hear the drums that
Yeah,
way.
like if you scream underwater, you can hear it.
Yeah.
There is a very famous taxidermy of a supposed Minnewanka merman, and it
nervous.
was kept in the Banff Indian Trading Post at the bridge into Banff. I've actually seen this before, so you can go to the next photo.
Okay. Is it anything like the lion? Oh.
Not cute, but,
But
not
hey,
cute.
now listen, the composition of the photo is lovely.
The mountain
It's
in the
just
back? I think
it's
that's
just the
Mount Rundle.
It's just the merman that is very upsetting.
Yeah.
it's like he's saying
Uh,
no handout. Please
Lindsay,
don't.
So-
can you describe it for the listeners?
Yeah.
Okay, so the booty is definitely fish. Probably what kind of fish are we thinking here?
You know, one of the most basic kind of fishes.
Yeah.
very basic, not super pretty, but probably makes a decent fish
Dish.
fillet or something.
Yeah. Oh, fish fillet.
And the front half looks like it looks like a shrunken head or something was on here, but it's like normal
Okay.
size head,
Yeah.
but like shrunken head look.
Mhm.
Hair cut could have been better, a little straggly.
I would say
And
too many
webbed
ribs.
hands, sort of
Too
webbed
many ribs.
hands. Teeth
Yeah,
look
his-
somewhat human, but some like dog-like, sort of like a little
Mhm.
large canines.
Yeah.
Eyes are a little wonky.
Well, they're not there as far as I can tell. It's
yeah,
like
well, eye
sockets.
sockets, where
Sockets, yeah.
you could tell are a little maybe misplaced. But yeah,
And it looks small, right? Like if that's a proportional fish body, like this is not a
it
threat.
looks like he's crawling out of the fish that was eating him
Yeah.
almost.
That's a very yes, he does. He
Yeah.
does. Because he even have like the front fins of the fish too, which is
Yeah.
weird because most
Right.
mermaids just have like the very silky body that you think
As
of.
we know,
It's
most
not when you think of
mermaids.
mermaid,
From the documentary The Little
you
Mermaid.
don't
This ain't
think
it.
this.
No.
This ain't
I'll
it.
say that much. But it it's got it meets the requirements. It's got fish. It's got somewhat human.
It's got fish. You got fish.
Humanoid.
You got human-esque. So this is Herman the Merman.
Okay, now it's back
Now I
on
love
top
him.
because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
funny.
And it was created by Norman Luxton, who is also known as Mr. Banff, which he used the top half of a monkey and the bottom half of a fish to create this hoax.
I see it, but still a lot of ribs. So that there's some artistic license with the
Well,
ribs.
I don't know. I don't know how many ribs monkeys have. But
Not
it does
that many.
feel like that's a little
Like a
low.
lot.
We have
Yeah.
quite a few.
Yeah. We have
But they're-
26 ribs.
But they're not this close together. Okay, but he's 26 and he's like
3,
a foot tall.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's only 20 ribs.
Yeah, we have quite
It
a few
looks
ribs.
wrong.
I don't know
It
exactly
does.
how many off the
It
top of
does.
my head.
Well, I don't know how big this monkey originally was. Was it a
Yeah.
chimpanzee? Was it a little tiny one of the spider monkey? I don't know.
Looks like a small one.
But that's why the teeth look so weird because it's monkeys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that makes sense. That makes more sense now.
Anyways, you still can go and see this monkey in Banff if you want to.
I thought it was a merman.
It's Herman.
I mean, Herman the
Chantal.
Merman.
He has
can go
a
see Herman.
name.
I don't know. I read somewhere that the Banff Indian Trading Post isn't there anymore, which is really sad. It was
Girls
a
trip
really,
to find
really
out.
beautiful shop. Yeah,
Girls
we should do
trip.
it. I like that. So you can go to the next photo because I just wanted you to have a beautiful
Wow.
winter
Oh,
photo
that is
of
beautiful.
Banff. Those bubbles that you see there that look like little mini UFOs are actually from methane gas that comes up from like
Farts?
underwater decay. Yeah, it's
Like
from
farts.
plants farting. And it causes those like circles in the ice.
I want to poke them and break them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
This is beautiful. Like that beautiful pinky blue
it's
sky
gorgeous.
and the ice, which is like a mirror. It's
I
so
just-
God, Canada's so
honestly,
beautiful.
Megan, did you go to Lake Minnewanka when you were there?
No, we went
No?
to Moraine and Louise,
yeah, the
and
normal ones.
other.
I definitely want to
Moraine
see
was
Lake
my favorite.
Louise. Oh, Moraine.
Johnson was
You-
good too. Lake Johnson.
You don't
was
have
good.
to stay at
Yeah.
the Banff there. Just go visit. Honestly.
We should actually maybe make this one of our future girls trips.
Okay, I'm free this
Yeah.
summer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well done. And anyone listening, just DM me on Instagram.
We'll tell you
and
the
I'll
dates.
send you the deets. Yeah, Jinx.
Yes.
So this lake is beautiful. It's literally surrounded by all of the mountains. Like it's
It's stunning.
it's so amazing.
Wow.
So
It literally
the
looks
lake-
like fake. It looks like someone used like Photoshop to make like
yeah,
the perfect
it's
quote unquote
too
photo.
perfect, but honestly, a lot of times it does look like this. Like I can tell you
Ugh.
firsthand from living there for as long as I did. Like it often just looks beautiful.
So lucky.
So the lake is located in an area known as Devil's Gap. Because of how it is situated between multiple very large mountains, it's famous for sudden and violent gusts of winds that come out of nowhere.
oh.
In the early 20th century, a park warden patrolling near the Devil's Gap reported a phenomenon that shook him to his core. He was camped alone near the shoreline on a perfectly still night. There was no wind, no waves, and he described a low-frequency rhythmic thumping that started around midnight.
Drums.
It wasn't coming from the woods. It was coming from under the water. He described it as
Ooh.
sounding like a hollow drum being struck deep in the abyss. But even more unsettling, he said he didn't just hear it with his ears, but he felt the vibration in his chest and through the ground beneath his bedroll. The Stony people have been here for over 10,000 years and long told of drumming and singing coming from the lake and ice. The lake was more than just a beautiful view for them. It was a living entity. They would hear the sounds coming from the depths below and all around them in the mountains, and they believed the lake to be a holy site where the veil between the physical world and the spirit world were thin.
So
the fact that so
interesting.
many different people have had the same experiences, or they see the merman, or they see hear the noise,
Something.
and, like the fact that it's happened, so many different people have experienced it makes me really believe it.
Yeah, you're not questioning this drumming anymore, are you? So
Well, I never questioned the
One
drums. Let it be
story.
known. I never questioned the drums.
I just questioned the sound travel through water on the
well,
surface.
apparently it does. So the Stony people refer to these sounds as the voices of the ancestors. There is a reoccurring account from the early days of the Lady on the Lake, the steam-powered boat that I referred to before. And on days when the mountain mist was thick, you couldn't see the shore, but passengers and crew reported hearing human-like chanting and singing that seemed to move around the boat. When the boat would move toward the sound, it would retreat deeper into the mist. Because there were no other boats on the lake at the time, the shoreline was uninhabited. There was no logical source of the voices. And the Stody Nakota guides, who worked in the area at the time, reportedly refused to look out into the mist when this happened, believing that to look at the spirit singers was to invite bad luck.
And what did we say?
Believe
the
the
indigenous people.
people.
Whatever
Wow.
they say. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
When visiting Banff in the winter, if you go out onto the ice lake, you may be lucky enough to actually hear these sounds firsthand. As the ice shifts and deep cracks form, it creates a sound wave that sounds like a sci-fi laser blaster. And legend says the lake's speaking or the spirits are moving the ice around below. And I've actually been on the lake when it happens in the wintertime. It is terrifyingly cool. And you could actually
Wow.
sometimes even hear it. So I lived at the other end of Banff Ave, so up in Tunnel Mountain. Tunnel Mountain?
None of
can't
these
remember.
places sound real,
Anyways,
by the way.
I worked and lived
could
at the
say
Rimrock
anything right
Resort
now.
at the
Yeah.
time, and Sulphur Mountain, and you could hear it all the way from there. Sometimes there were some nights that you would hear these really random like sounds like that, and it was just like,
Wow.
holy crap! This is like it's a 25-minute drive, if not more, from
Did you know
the
what it
lake.
was when you first heard it, or did someone?
No,
have to...
not when I first heard it. It wasn't until I did the ice tour that I
Oh,
started
wow. You're
learning
like,
about
it
it. I was
all
like,
makes
oh my God.
sense.
Yeah, exactly. So it
This is so cool.
literally would sometimes sound like a laser just going like pew, and you could hear it because then the sound would echo off all the mountains around it as well.
Just found a
Wow.
video of it. I'm gonna
Okay.
put this.
Save
I'm gonna
that.
send this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
I
literally
can add it
sounds
to
like a
our
sci-fi
blog
sound.
post later
Mhm.
if people want to hear it.
Yeah, because I think that you need to. It's creepy as hell.
I felt very lucky to be there the night that it happened. And there's also, I forget what they told us what, I tried to look it up. They told us what the Stony Nakota name for it was, but there's also a name for when the cracks in the ice become so deep. They can become so deep that like you can literally stand in them and there's still ice beneath you. Like you're not hitting the water.
Get off of the
Wow.
lake.
But it's perfectly safe because it's like I said, it's like
Yeah.
4 feet thick of ice.
You can go
Tell that to
skating.
the dude whose Jeep
Yes.
got sucked in and he never got
Okay,
the
but
Jeep
he
back.
obviously was probably there in like end of February. No, probably March. End of March.
Yeah.
So
We'll do a January trip or something.
Yes. Not February, because February is just like really, really cold and no snow. It's like even the gondola would break down sometimes because it would be like
Well, to
minus
be
35,
actually-
minus
to be
40.
To be
and
fair,
it's-
I would actually rather go in the summer, if I'm being honest.
I think we should go. I mean, I've only been once, so let's go summer again, and then we'll do like a cute little like winter thing. Oh, my cousin, by the way, she went to Finland.
Mhm.
She was hanging out with huskies, went to the North Pole, and then was petting reindeer. Just FYI.
It just
so.
really sucks.
Can
to
she
see
put in a good
people
word
living
with
your life
Santa while
sometimes.
she's up there?
Santa was getting prepped for next Christmas. As you know, he has no days off.
Oh,
so he's
I
busy.
forgot to tell you, while I was writing these notes, I discovered a band called Heelung. And I was listening to them, and they were formed in Copenhagen, and their members are from Denmark, Norway, and Germany.
Cool.
And their music is Germanic peoples, Iron Age, and Viking. And they've actually made a lot of the songs from engravings that were found.
Interested.
Wow.
And it was amazing to listen to because obviously
Okay,
I don't know what they're
share one.
saying.
Doesn't
Yeah, I
matter.
will.
Your
all about the
Danish
vibes.
heritage didn't kick in. in
Honestly,
some
I was
way?
just exactly. I just started speaking in tongues. But it was great to like be reading this stuff and like typing out this while listening
You
to
got
that, I
like
was like,
really
oh
in the
my
vibe.
God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So scientific explanation of the noises is that they believe that this is a sonar effect happening. So divers and researchers believe that the submerged town acts as a massive acoustic chamber. When the lake's currents move through the open windows and doors in the underwater buildings, or when the ice is shifted above, sound gets trapped and amplified in the ruins
There you go.
that create this moaning or clanging sound. But I just imagine that if you're out in a kayak right over the spot where the beach house hotel was, and you just start hearing this vibration
Drums.
on this
Mm.
glass water that is this rhythmic thumping, you look down and you just see this tea-colored water below you. I don't know. My first
So
thought is
are-
probably going to be the
Yes.
spirits.
Yeah.
Okay.
So are all these windows left open, or did they break underwater?
Probably broke
'Cause-
open. Yeah,
Okay.
because
I
the
was gonna say, a
glass.
lot
I
of
would
open
assume.
Someone-
windows.
We're not heating the outside, everybody.
Yeah.
Close those windows.
Fresh air is good for you. Like, I get it, but
But also, these scientific theories do not account for the warnings from the Stony Nakoda that date back to the end of the last ice age. How could a town that was submerged in 1941 cause drumming 10,000 years plus before this? Maybe the flooding did create the ghost. Maybe it just gave the ghost a new place to sit. But I couldn't imagine seeing the site like the next photo back in the day and hearing the noises from the ice and
Wow.
water and not believing that the spirits were alive and talking. And this, you can
Wow.
see the aurora borealis from there.
I would
This
love to
photo
see
is
this in person.
stunning.
Yeah. So there is
Okay.
an
The stars.
Maybe we
There's so
can't go
many
in
stars.
winter if
Yes.
that's what we have to do.
Can you guarantee we're gonna see these? If so,
there
I'll
is
go
a
in the
time
winter.
of year that you can go where it's
Yeah.
like more likely that
Okay.
you'll see them.
Okay, I'll put up a poll, summer, winter, and then we'll see what happens.
Why not both?
Poor Kayla no say dos. Or
There was a time last year where you could it was even partially visible from Chicago.
I saw it in New Brunswick.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Or was it a ship on fire?
Well, I
couldn't really
wasn't anywhere near the water.
see anything from
Doesn't
where I was
mean-
because city lights really
Yeah.
interfere with.
I was at my mom's
The
place. There was
aurora
no city
borealis.
lights.
That light pollution.
It's a lot. I love the city, but it makes
It's fine.
stargazing a little challenging.
I'm all
Mhm.
about nature because I can buy like the wine. I can have charcuterie at my house and have nature. All the things I want
I
from
would
a
much
city,
rather that.
I'll just buy and take it to my house.
Mhm.
Yes, if I could just
Buy me a
do nights in,
house.
like nights in with you ladies.
Oh,
We
that's
have our
all I need.
charcuterie. We have nachos made. I don't know, whatever we want.
Aurora
and then we-
Borealis. You
and then
know,
we watch a funny horror movie. Then we watch a scary horror movie.
Yes.
and then we watch something to take our
Something
mind off of it
light.
before bed.
right,
Like
or we have a dance
Community.
party or something.
Yes.
Ooh,
It all works. So
Can't wait till
there
we're
is an
retired.
old
I know.
Stony Nakota belief that the lake demands a soul every once in a while to keep the peace.
I
And
volunteer as
that
tribute.
is Lake Minnewanka.
Very well done.
You sold me.
Yeah, I want to go, but like,
Me
let's
too.
not offer Megan because I think we need her for our social media.
Yeah, I like her.
Feel like
she
they're
takes
gonna
a
be
lot
like,
of
"Hey,
She adds
we
a lot of
get
us off our
comedic
plate.
relief during our episodes.
But also,
so you
could be maybe
please
my
don't.
soul is a little bit too like rough, rough around the edges, a little bit too.
We could just do some witchcraft around it. I'm sure they would love it. So
Because I mean, we're good witches, obviously.
Obviously.
there's more things that I want to get into because obviously there is Sasquatch sightings around here as well. But I figured that can be a whole other cryptid anyways to kind of
Yeah.
Which
do.
I would love to do that again. Because
Love
there's the
that.
one that I want to cover that I'm not gonna say the word. Because if you say the word, apparently it's really bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I
so
think I know what you
it'll
mean.
be interesting
So
when it comes time to talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, there's another name you can use for them.
Okay.
Doesn't sound any
Use
better.
that one
No.
since
Oh, yeah.
we want to keep you
Okay.
safe.
I feel like you're gonna hate that word more though. But anyway, that's just a really really cool story. I did
Yeah.
not that this lake is giving like Minnesota, just the name.
Yeah.
But I think I'm thinking about Minnetonka.
There's like a
Yes.
show that I was watching a while ago. What was it called?
Also, it kept wanting me. I know that when I was writing the word, it kept wanting me to Minnesota is another place in New York.
Oh.
Minnewaska, because it kept trying to autocorrect me to Minnewaska. And I
Did
was
you
like,
mean Minnewanka?
I was like, no, I meant Minnewanka.
I did not know anything about this lake, and there is so much to know. And yeah, I mean, drowning a town, man, that is just, it's never once been like a cool thing to do.
No. And
It's,
the sad part is that it was so thriving at the time.
yeah.
So, even though, because I was like, okay, what was like, were people not going there at the time because of the war,
Doesn't
but
sound
they
like
said
it.
that mostly there was a decline because they had gas and oil that they couldn't use as much. So people weren't necessarily driving in from Calgary. But they said the dip in people going there wasn't strong enough to be like, oh, just get rid of the town because it's not profitable anymore.
Well,
It was
it's like what you said. The power plant needed the water resources, and so they're like, well, let's just drown this
let's
town so we
just
can.
we've been trying to do this and you keep saying no because we're not allowed
Here's
to
our
do
chance.
this, and here's our chance to do this. And maybe it was for good reason. Like maybe they did actually need the power, and obviously eventually Calgary was going to need a power source, and this was kind of the major area that they could safely do it and raise the waters. But it doesn't mean like yes, it changed the land, it drowned trees, it did all of this other stuff, not just the town alone that was there. I mean, maybe building a town on top of sacred land already wasn't the greatest thing
Well,
to
that's
be
just
done, but like
that's what Europeans like to do.
that's
They're
just
like,
what
"Hi,
Europeans did, what
excuse me,
Europeans
where
did.
is your most sacred space? Right here? Excellent. Starbucks."
Building, yeah.
Okay, I found I was thinking of. It's called Rutherford Falls, and
That sounds
it's
familiar too.
Minnewanka.
Oh, okay.
But it's a really great show. It has
Well, still, like, drop that in the chat because I'm curious about
yeah.
all this cool stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so I think it would be pretty cool. I would not want to
Loved
dive in
it.
the cold though. You know that I would not want to, but that was just
Well,
really cool to see that photo that like literally looks like it's a fairy tale like house coming out of nowhere type thing.
Kind of like
Yeah.
a haunted fairy tale. It does
Yes.
not look inviting. It looks scary.
It just
The
doesn't.
car,
It
the
looks,
car looks cool.
Yeah, just like a dollhouse type thing.
It does.
Like,
Yeah, like the scale looks all weird. It looks like it's not.
I really
it
like
looks
what you said about it
it's-
looked like it was a fishbowl. I'm like, yeah, it does.
It
After you
does,
said
and-
that, yeah.
And maybe it's because the greenery looks more like the scale doesn't look right.
It's probably because there were some things that probably
believe that
some
it's
things
real.
have overgrown in the
But it just
area
looks
as well.
creepy
Like,
as hell.
I mean, you would still have probably algae and all that stuff that would be growing down there, but
just adding to the
slime,
green.
moss.
Everything's green and blue.
Yeah.
That was very, very cool. I kind of want to go, just not dive, but I am interested, but not enough to do it. But I still want to do it.
Honestly, if anybody is there in the wintertime, do that lake walk. It is so worth it to learn about the Devil's Gap and the sounds and all of that kind of stuff. It's really, really
Be
cool. That was one
gorgeous.
thing that like always stuck with me about there, because we did it in like the downtime too. So there's not a lot of tourists that were coming during certain times of the year.
I love when there's no one around.
Yeah, so
That's
what
like
our
my favorite
hotel,
tourist
because we
season.
worked there, our hotel would set up these things so we would go for cheaper. It was like $25 for us to go
for
and do
your
this tour
for your
or
mental
something.
health. They're like, please have some
Oh,
fun and
yeah,
blow up some
probably.
steam so you don't quit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're like, we know
Please
you're
like
not
it.
working a lot and things are expensive, so like we'll do this for
Please
$20.
don't leave, yeah.
Like, yeah,
That's
Yeah.
nice. Well, awesome. I did not see
Yeah,
this
that
coming.
was really
so
cool. I
excellent
only
job.
thing I knew was like town underwater. I didn't know all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
No, didn't know anything.
you've
Well, there you
enlightened
know.
me.
and you'll
Okay.
forget in like a
And now
month.
I want to
So,
do a girls trip
yes.
somewhere else.
Well, God, we have like 1,000 girls trips to plan.
yeah.
we do.
Oh, hey, if you're listening still, would you buy a T-shirt that said "Girls Trip"? Let us
Oh
know.
yeah. Oh,
It
guys,
was
I thought about it. I
fun.
said we should say girls trip. I thought about this today, and it should be like the Marianas Trench.
Oh,
I love
I love that idea. Okay, that's really good.
Yes.
Girls trip.
I mean, I would buy it. So that's
Yeah.
one
Cool.
sale
Me
right
too.
there.
Well, we will at least buy it,
We-
and hopefully the
we
other
might be
6
in the
people
works
listen.
for some merch.
James Cameron
we
would
got
buy it for
contacted,
sure.
So. Yeah, for
James
sure.
and Victor will get one.
yeah.
Lady size small. I want to see that tum and those guns.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we love you. Let us know if you would buy merch. What do you want to be on it?
Yeah.
Do you want to come on our girls trip? And anything else?
That's it. I think so.
I think that's it.
You can go to our coffee if you haven't yet, or tell other people about us. Share us. That's more
Yeah,
so.
if you don't have money, you might know someone with money.
Someone might have money.
There has to be someone you know with money. So
It's not all about
ask
money.
your
but
grandma.
Call your
really
sugar
wanna,
daddy.
We really want to quit our jobs. So bad.
Just for like our own mental health.
We want to drink
you know?
for fun, not
Yeah.
because we have to.
Yeah. Exactly. Not because it's
And,
Friday and I need this.
And tune in next Wednesday for just more unhinged. I think
Yes.
next time is listener stories.
Yes, because it's going to be our
we have a
2-year
special.
anniversary.
How?
I know. I feel like we just started.
I know.
Me
I
too.
just met you guys. I
I
don't
know.
I'm Megan, by the way.
and hi. Chantel.
Hi.
Lindsay.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Okay.
Okay,
Lindsay.
I like this.
Okay. Yeah.
I like
I
this.
like this. Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you for listening today. We loved having you. If you liked the episode, share with your friends, family, or anyone who would enjoy it. Also, take a moment to review our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. Leaving us a like or comment really helps. If you'd like to buy us a coffee, please visit our coffee page at www.ko-fi.com/coastfiles. Email us at coastfilespod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at coastfilespod, or visit our website at www.coastfiles.com. You can find the sources for today's episode on our website. See you next week with a new episode.